What is up, guys? Joyceinator here, and before I get started, there's just a couple of things I want to say. First off, I'm sorry I didn't get this up sooner. Normally I have it up earlier on Wednesday, um, but because it's the day before Thanksgiving, I had to work today, so that didn't really get to happen. I'm sure you understand, like, I was at work, it's not gonna record its own audio and put itself up. So I do apologize for that, but that's just kind of how life has gone lately. The other thing that I want to mention is that Cuddlebunny, one of the guys from the Solid Armor Gaming COD team, has his YouTube channel up finally, so go ahead and check that out if you could. I'd really appreciate it. He's got some pretty cool stuff up on there, so go ahead and check him out at For the Snorty People. I'll be linking him on screen and in the description below. And he'll be featured on my featured channels list on my channel from now on. So yeah, that'd be great. And I guess now I'll just move on to what this video is actually about. Thanks, guys. So something that I have to ask myself every year, and that a lot of people ask me too, is how I feel about Thanksgiving. It's not really a secret that I hate a lot of the other like traditional favorite or happy holidays, and that it's just really not my thing. But Thanksgiving is a really different and more complex kind of thing for me, I guess. So I have a lot of like Native American family members, and you know, like family members who live on reservations and stuff. So obviously, like, there's the whole issue with like the Pilgrims and how they treated Native Americans and all of that. And so naturally a lot of people assume that I absolutely hate Thanksgiving, or that it's not really that important, because it doesn't really have a lot to do with the traditional, like, what it's supposed to be about. Thanksgiving as a holiday has almost nothing to do with the Pilgrims or any of the stuff that it's supposed to be about. It was more just like a political thing designed to boost nationalism and happiness and pride in the spirits of the American people, which I don't see anything wrong with. And I suppose that's probably part of why I don't have a real issue with Thanksgiving. Like, to me, it was never really about the Pilgrims. It was about a lot of other things too. So for me, like, Thanksgiving is so much more about taking a little bit of time out of what's normally, for most people, a very busy life, and just sitting down and relaxing and being grateful for everything that the people around you do and the people in your life do for your life. This world is a very lonely and cold and upsetting place, and to take time away from that and just be happy for a while and express gratitude to the people who make it suck less, like, to me that's an important thing. And I know a lot of people this year, especially like at the university that I go to, oh, what is there to be thankful for right now? Everything sucks right now. Everything's wrong. Everything's bad. And I think, yeah, you know, maybe a lot of people are scared and upset and frustrated right now. I mean, especially, like, for me, a big issue right now is the whole Standing Rock Reservation thing with Dakota Access Pipeline. Like, yeah, that's fucked. Like, to put it bluntly, I'm sorry to be like, I was gonna try to not drop any kind of language for a Thanksgiving video, but it's gonna happen. Like, that's fucked. Like, there's a lot of stuff going down, and it's not good. You know, like, there's so much bad stuff going on in the world around us right now. So, yeah, I can understand why people want to be cynical and frustrated and pessimistic. But personally, I think that's why Thanksgiving is so important, especially right now. We are constantly throwing ourselves at this negativity in the world around us and all of this bad stuff that's happening, and we can't get away from it. We're always looking at it or talking about it or fighting about it. And for us to just take a little bit of time and sit back and just be happy and thankful and appreciate each other for a little bit, I think is something that I think we shouldn't have to have a holiday about it to have to do it. But if that's what it takes, then let's just do it. Maybe there's not really a way for me to explain exactly how I feel about this, because there's just no words for it. Like, this is something that I try to talk with people about on a regular basis, or a pretty regular basis, because this is like one of my main focus points in my day-to-day life, is that I'm constantly trying to do all of the Thanksgiving things on a regular basis. Like, eat food that makes me happy and that is also like good for me, and like make my own food instead of eating like junk food and trash all the time. Or like recognize the people around me and thank them and be grateful to them for all of the stuff that they do for me on a regular basis. Like, there's no way that I could even function in my day-to-day life without the support network that I have. I just have so much stuff going on between work and school and other obligations that if I didn't have people that cared enough about me around me, I'd have lost it a long time ago. I'd have lost it so long ago it's not even funny. Or maybe it is funny. Like, I can sit back and laugh because my life doesn't completely suck, even though it probably should. I don't know. Like, for me, I don't always spend Thanksgiving with my family. I usually spend it with my girlfriend's family, and there's other people in my life that over the course of the past few years, like, I've gone and I've spent part of my Thanksgiving with them and just like appreciated them and spent time with them outside of the things that I normally try to do to recognize and thank them for what they do for me on a regular basis. Because Thanksgiving isn't just about one day. You know, the fact that we have Black Friday, to me, is absolutely preposterous. Because you're looking at this day that we're supposed to be thankful and grateful and happy with each other, and the next day we turn around and infuse our entire country with so much greed and hatred and anger and bitterness. I think that's ridiculous. That shouldn't be what our goal is to just pretend to be grateful and gorge ourselves in gluttony and then turn around and start fighting old lady in shopping mall centers and going off on the guy in front of us at the checkout line because he took too long or because he took the last toy that your kid wanted. Like, Thanksgiving is not about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, it's gotten to the point where it should be prepping us for this huge amount of greed that we show every single year for the next month and a half after Thanksgiving's over. Because you go from celebrating the idea of thankfulness and togetherness and then turning around and being ingrateful and angry and bitter about something that's supposed to be another representation of giving and appreciation. I don't know. To me, that's ridiculous. But Thanksgiving needs to be something that you incorporate into your daily life. And that's why I think it's so important. Because the way it's been, especially the past, like, couple decades, like, we're not thankful. We're not thankful, we're not grateful, we don't show appreciation to the people around us on a regular basis, and I think Thanksgiving is an important reminder that we should. So, use Thanksgiving as a way to incorporate that same feeling that you feel on Thanksgiving when you're happy and you have those people that you care about around you, and build off of that. Use that in your day-to-day life And treat them like that all the time. Show that gratefulness, that respect, that appreciation all the time, and your life will get so much better. I think that's all I have to say about that for today. Again, check out Cuddlebunny's YouTube channel at For the Snorty People. It will be linked along with everything else in the description below. And once again, it's Joyceinator. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace out.